Imagine yourself in a crowded subway train. You're squished between people whose faces are hidden in their phones. Everyone is stuck in their own digital world. There is a strange quiet in the air because no one is making eye contact or touching each other. The busy markets of ancient Rome are very different from this small part of modern life. Stoicism, an old Greek theory that was most famously practiced by the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, can teach us a lot about this part of life. Why does a theory from a long time ago relate to the disturbing realities of today? Okay, let's investigate this situation more. Some people may feel disconnected from the crowd as they stand there. Stoicism tells us to ask hard questions. In our digital cocoons, are we really getting to know each other? Are we still able to connect with each other in this bright new world of computers and social media? Even though we have more ways to connect with each other, the shocking truth is that many of us are lonely and separated more than ever. This video is a special one. After watching it, you will rethink most of the relationships you have in your life. We will teach you how to handle all the relationships around you, just as the Stoics did. We go into great detail about the idea and use Marcus Aurelius's timeless knowledge. We also talk about how his ideas can wake us up in surprising ways in the present day. Now picture yourself in the business world, where companies are in a lot of direct competition with each other. Stoicism tells us an unsettling truth. If we try to be great at all costs, we might lose touch with other people. The lines between greed and morals become less clear as we see friends leaving each other for their own gain. Stoicism is more important than ever in a world where we have to deal with a lot of stress at work and with the choices we make. We are shocked to see how the never-ending search for money and power can lead us to break our morals and hurt our relationships. We forget how important real connections with other people are a lot of the time when we're busy trying to do well. Join us on this trip to learn about the remarkably smart Stoic ideas. Discover how they can give us the strength to leave our boring digital lives behind, connect with real people, and keep going when we have moral qualms. Stoicism comes from the past and tries to wake us up in a world that can make us feel like we don't need to think about anything. Tolerance and self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius and other philosophers believed that you should be forgiving of others while being very strict with yourself. This is one of the most important ideas in Stoicism. Let's say you're stuck in traffic and the car next to you suddenly swerves into your lane without warning. Stoicism tells you to take a different method, even if your first thought is to get angry or frustrated. Picture yourself in that situation, using the Stoic ideas of patience and self-control. You don't yell or make rude gestures. Instead, you take a deep breath and tell yourself that everyone must deal with the ups and downs of life. You know that the driver may be having problems too, like you. It could be a busy day or a personal issue. Being self-disciplined is important in this case. Do not let your feelings get worse. This will help you stay calm and collected. This kind of self-control doesn't mean hiding your feelings. It means using them in a healthy way. It's important to look at the bigger picture because you know that one moment of anger won't change the traffic situation, but could make things more stressful for everyone. By finding this fine line between self-discipline and patience, you not only improve your own health, but you also spread good vibes to others. Some people on the road may see how calm you are and decide to adopt a similar attitude. This makes Stoicism's main idea a useful tool for dealing with the difficulties of everyday life, making relationships better and growing as a person. The next time you're in a tough spot, remember the Stoic lesson about being patient and self-disciplined. There is a way to live a more worthwhile and peaceful life that is based on knowing and mastering oneself. It's not just an idea in philosophy. Interconnectedness. Stoicism encourages us to think about how deeply everything in our world is linked to everything else. Picture a peaceful place in nature, like a pond surrounded by tall trees and full of life. In your mind, you are just a tiny particle in that calm pond, and the pond itself is the great order of the universe. With his timeless knowledge, Marcus Aurelius told us to see things from this point of view, that we are not separate entities, but important parts of a bigger whole. When you think about this thought all the time, you start to feel like you belong and are one with everything in the world. Now, think of a real-life situation that makes this Stoic idea of being linked clear. Imagine that there is a community garden in your area. It would be a lively place where people from all walks of life come together to care for a common plot of land. Each worker takes care of their own plot, but they also know what they need to do to help the whole garden grow. This is where the idea of being linked comes to life. Individual gardeners' work has an effect on the health and vitality of the yard as a whole. When a farmer waters their plants regularly, it helps not only their own area, but also the plots next to it. For the same reason, everyone benefits when someone takes the time to pull weeds or share planting tips. In this real-life situation, Stoicism's lesson on how everything is linked hits home very deeply. To emphasize the truth, whatever affects the group, whether it's the health of the yard or the peace in society, affects each person in it. When you look at things through this lens, you can easily feel empathy and kindness, because you know that working for the greater good is good for you in the long run. Being more aware of how everything is linked in your daily life makes you more aware of how your actions affect many people. Your choices and actions affect everyone you interact with and the world around you, just like a gardener's care makes the whole yard better. When you adopt the Stoic view of interconnectedness, you not only develop a deep sense of understanding and kindness, but you also become an aware partner in life's ever-changing currents and see the beautiful tapestry that connects us all. Preparing for the challenges of life. Marcus Aurelius's meditations contain timeless wisdom about how to get ready for the problems that will inevitably come up in life. Consider that you are about to start a difficult trip with a lot of different people, each with their own special mix of virtue and vice. In the spirit of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius knew how important it was to recognize the range of human behavior. His understanding was that on your journey through life, you would meet people who were jealous, dishonest, cruel, or had other bad traits. Instead of giving in to the shock and horror that such encounters could cause, he went for a different method. With the wisdom of preparation, imagine taking on Marcus Aurelius's attitude. As you start your trip, you are aware that the human experience is complex and includes both light and dark. When negative things happen, they don't catch you off guard. Instead, you expect them. When you're in this state of ready, you don't get down when other people are jealous or not telling the truth. Instead, you face these problems with strength and calmness. When someone does something dishonest, you react with a strong commitment to truth and ethics. When people are mean, you show sensitivity and kindness. Imagine that one of your co-workers is feeling jealous because you're doing well at work. You don't feel surprised because you know that the feeling is a sign of their own fears. With your Stoic preparation, you react with kindness and care, giving them support and understanding to ease their worries. The wisdom of Marcus Aurelius becomes a useful tool for getting through life's difficulties. Realizing and getting ready for the whole range of human behavior gives you the power to react with grace and wisdom. Being ready helps you keep your inner peace and sense of right and wrong, even when things go wrong. Stoics don't believe in being negative or cynical when getting ready for life's difficulties. Instead, they believe in being sensible and strong. It's a call to be aware of the bad things that can happen in the world and in ourselves, while sticking to the rules of virtue and wisdom. Thus, as you go through life, think like Marcus Aurelius and follow his Stoic ideas. If you believe in the power of preparation, you will be able to handle the difficulties of life with unwavering strength and a composed, calm attitude. Choosing relationships wisely. The Stoic philosophy teaches us a lot about how the people we hang out with can severely affect our character and values. Imagine that you are at a split in the road and are thinking about the people who will be with you on your trip through life. This moment of choice is very important because it's where the Stoics and Marcus Aurelius's wisdom really hits deeply. According to the Stoic view, the people we hang out with are not just random, but are chosen. The people in our lives, whether they are friends, teachers, or role models, are like the threads that hold our character together. They have the power to motivate and inspire us, pointing us in the direction of the virtues we respect most. Imagine that you are in charge of all your relationships and that you are using Stoic wisdom to choose who to hang out with. You become more selective, evaluating each possible link against your values and goals. For example, you look for people whose character shows the virtues you value, such as honesty, wisdom, bravery, and kindness. You think about how the people you choose will affect your journey as you choose them. When you surround yourself with people who live up to your values, their actions and choices give you ideas. When you look at them, the virtues you want to develop in yourself become real people. When you're with them, you find a source of drive and meaning. Think the scenario of selecting a mentor in your professional life. You don't just choose the first choice that comes up. Instead, you carefully consider whether their ideals are in line with yours. You want advice from someone who not only has the knowledge you need, but also lives by the moral standards that you believe in. Your chosen mentor will then be able to help you with advice and emotional support as you go through your job with honesty and excellence. Marcus Aurelius taught us how to build a group of relationships that make us feel good and give us power. Your dedication to leading a life of virtue is strengthened by these ties, which serve as a source of strength and wisdom. As a result of your shared trip, you bring the same virtues to your companions. The Stoic philosophy basically tells you to be careful about the people you choose to be with. This quote makes you think about how much other people can affect your character and ideals. By spending time with people who represent the virtues you value, you not only improve your own moral compass, but you also help other people grow and be inspired. Adopt Marcus Aurelius's Stoic wisdom when you must make a choice about a friendship. Find friends who share the virtues you hold dear and watch as your character develops to its fullest extent in their company. Caring for others. Stoicism has a deep thought called sympathia that talks about how all human beings are linked. Think of this idea as a soft thread that runs through all of humanity and ties us all together in a common fate. Sympathia, at its heart, emphasizes our natural connection and our moral duty to show care and kindness. Following in the footsteps of Marcus Aurelius, whose wisdom went beyond his role as Emperor of Rome, we find a strong focus on the idea of the common good. Our responsibilities as human beings, in his opinion, go far beyond the people we are close to. We all have a duty to each other and to all of humanity, regardless of our power or status. Now, think of a time when you would use this Stoic way of caring for others. It doesn't just apply to close friends and family, it applies to everyone on earth. This point of view encourages you to help and care about people you may never meet, which creates a strong sense of togetherness and shared duty. Imagine helping with a good cause that aims to bring clean water to communities that don't have it in faraway places. You care about the general good, which is like the Stoic philosophy. Even though you might never meet the people who benefit from what you do, you know deep down that every act of kindness and care advances humankind as a whole. You understand that other people's happiness is intertwined with your own when you practice sympathia. By helping those who are less wealthy, you not only make their lives better, but you also improve your own character and make your morals stronger. It's an endless circle of kindness that connects people all over the world and builds a community based on understanding and shared duty. Stoicism basically tells you that caring for other people should be an important part of your life. It pushes you to accept the idea of sympathia and see how all of humanity is linked. In doing so, you help build a world where kindness, unity, and the common good are important values. This is similar to Marcus Aurelius's wisdom and the timeless philosophy of Stoicism. Avoiding false friendships. Marcus Aurelius's teachings teach us a useful lesson about how important it is to stay away from false friends. Even though trust and friendship are clearly important parts of human relationships, the Stoic philosophy tells us that people are flawed by nature. That being said, some people might not be trustworthy, and some might even have bad motives that could hurt us. Think of Marcus Aurelius's lesson as a guiding star in your own life. It should tell you that while we want to make real bonds, we should also be smart and set healthy limits. These acts protect us from bad relationships and mental harm like a shield. You can use this Stoic wisdom in your own life by thinking of a situation. You become friends with someone new because you feel comfortable around them and like you belong. But as time goes on, you start to notice small things that make you wonder if your friend's goals are really good. You don't ignore your gut feelings or turn a blind eye. Instead, you rely on the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. Right now, you're using judgment, a sharp awareness that lets you tell the difference between real friendship and fake ties. You think about whether this friendship fits with your ideals and helps your mental health. You understand that setting limits is a healthy way to keep your heart safe and make sure your trust is well placed. You put your own mental health and well-being first by staying away from fake friends. You know that relationships that are bad for you can drain your energy and take your attention away from your own health and growth. By choosing to be wise and set healthy limits, you show that you are still committed to building relationships that make you feel good and help you. You should approach bonds with an open heart and a critical mind, according to Marcus Aurelius's wisdom. Not blocking out the chance of connecting with others is not the point. It's about protecting your health and mental strength. To be fair, you should respect the value of trust while also keeping yourself safe from harm. Remember the Stoic lesson that you should stay away from fake friends as you manage the complicated web of human interactions. Mindfulness and healthy boundaries can help you make relationships that are real and important, which will improve your health and well-being. Tolerance of others. In Marcus Aurelius's wisdom, we find a beneficial connection between his unwavering self-discipline and his deep understanding of the value of tolerance and understanding of others. In the world of Stoicism, there is no room for hard judgment or not accepting others. If we follow this philosophy, we will learn to accept and be tolerant, especially when we see how problematic the people around us are. Think of this concept as a delicate dance. In this dance, we learn the complicated steps of self-discipline while also being understanding to others. The balance we're trying to find is not a line, but a way to keep our relationships healthy while also growing as people. Think about a time when you lived your life according to Marcus Aurelius's lessons. There are times when a close family member or friend will let you down in some way. It's possible that your first reaction will be anger or sadness. Stoicism, on the other hand, tells you to step back, pause, and think. At this moment, you show understanding and patience. You know that other people are going through the same things you are and are dealing with their own problems and weaknesses. This understanding makes it easier to accept and lessens the sting of judgment. By taking a fair view, you can stay true to your self-discipline without getting angry or unhappy. You choose to work on your own progress and doing the right thing, all while strengthening the bonds of kindness and caring in your relationships. People who follow the Stoic philosophy should see everyone else as a fellow traveler on the path of life, with their own problems and victories. Tolerance and understanding help us connect self-discipline with healthy relationships. This makes it possible for people to grow as individuals and have healthy relationships at the same time. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom basically tells us to learn the art of tolerance and see it as a strong way to heal relationships, build bridges, and bring people together through our shared human experience. As you move through the complicated dance of life, remember the Stoic lesson of tolerant others. It can help you grow as a person and make your relationships better. Taking nothing for granted. The Stoic practice of memento mori is a powerful way to remember that life is short. Marcus Aurelius, who was a wise man in his own right, often thought about the idea that any exchange or moment could be our last. This point of view is like a soft but strong push, telling us to enjoy the moment, value every contact, and enjoy every experience. It tells us not to get used to people or places too quickly. Think of this practice as a wake-up call that tells you to appreciate how fragile life is and how valuable every moment is. As it says, every interaction with a friend or a stranger should be seen as a one-time chance to connect and share important memories. You can use this Stoic wisdom one day. You might be having a deep talk with a close friend while you're together. You don't just go through the motions. You really live in the present, knowing that this could be the last time you have this kind of contact. You listen carefully and offer your real present. You enjoy how rich the relationship is. In a different story, you are in a beautiful natural scene where the quiet of nature surrounds you. You don't just exist in this setting, you put all of yourself into the experience. You pay attention to the landscape's fine features, the way light and shade play off each other, and the sounds all around you. You know that this moment is also temporary, which makes it even more valuable. By accepting memento mori, you can connect with others more deeply and find real meaning in the moment. The fact that life is temporary makes you more grateful and reminds you to be present in everything you do. It tells you to show love, gratitude, and kindness right away, because you never know what tomorrow holds. We should treat every day as if it were our last. Enjoy the beauty of life and not take people, places, or moments for granted. This is what Marcus Aurelius taught us. By doing this, we make our lives and the lives of those around us better, accepting that our time on earth is short with kindness and a strong sense of purpose. You can't tell people what to do. Stoicism teaches us an important lesson that stands the test of time and all situations. We can't force others to change their behavior. We can certainly set a good example and have an effect, but real change comes from within each person. As a driving concept in our contacts with others, this deep knowledge is useful in both personal relationships and leadership roles. Think of this lesson as a gentle but strong warning that it is very important to respect other people's freedom of choice and liberty. It's important to remember that people have free will and the power to make their own decisions, even though we are responsible for our deeds, values, and the society we contribute to. When you use this Stoic wisdom in real life, think of an example. Some of you may be in charge of a group and want to make sure everyone on it feels responsible and committed. You set a good example by living by the principles and work attitude you want other people to have. You help people grow by giving them advice and the tools and resources they need. But you also know that for your team members to really change, they must want to do it. You can't make them follow your rules or behave in a certain way. Instead, you should encourage them and make the setting better for them. You value their independence and give them the room to make their own decisions and grow at their own pace. When it comes to human interactions, this rule is just as important. Let's say a close friend or family member is having a hard time making a choice or changing a behavior that you'd like to see change. You show support, understanding, and good advice, but you don't force your will on them. There's no doubt that you understand that their road to change is unique and must be done in their own time and way. The Stoic philosophy basically teaches us how to gently change other people's minds through our deeds, beliefs, and culture, while still respecting their independence and the fact that real change comes from within. It tells us that we have power over ourselves and the places we make, but we must also recognize the power of others. When we engage with others, this deep understanding leads to better relationships, better leadership, and a deep sense of mutual respect. In a world where human connections shape our lives, Stoic philosophy equips us with essential tools for thriving in our relationships. By embracing these principles of self-discipline, tolerance, interconnectedness, and more, we can enhance our connections with others and find deeper meaning in our interactions. As we journey through this philosophical exploration together, I invite you to take action. Start by applying these Stoic insights to your own life. Watch how they transform your relationships, bringing greater fulfillment and understanding. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel to continue this enriching journey with us. Thank you for being a part of our community, and let's create meaningful connections together.